Hello everybody! Today is gonna be a different type of new life video. There's gonna be a little intro. We're gonna buy some things, and then once we have them and I'm at home, I'll tell you guys why we needed to buy them. Hey guys! Hey guys, it's your boy Davlorito, and today we are back with a new episode of New Life. And I actually filmed a video last week, but I didn't like how that turned out because, first of all, it wasn't anything of content in my opinion. I basically just was annoyed with with Apple because I use the MacBook to edit my stuff, and the storage space on Mac is so small, and yeah, something happened and I just lost almost all of my footage from 2015. So I got annoyed, but yeah, I'm over it. It's too bad. Yeah, I just lost all of my stuff from Paris, and my footage from Paris and London, and some from the US. But anyway, I'm happy that I have my finished vlogs online on YouTube, so at least I have a little bit of that. Yeah, and in the rest of the video I talked about what I'm thankful for, but I just did it very short and it wasn't that nice. So today I decided to do another video, and I will go into more depth of what I wanted to say and I wasn't able to in the last one. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, how am I doing? You know how this goes. I have been doing, I don't know how to say, I think I've been doing good in the past 2 weeks, but in this week there were 3 days in a row where I just felt so sad, and it came to the point that I was about to cry again, but it wasn't like I missed, like, it's, you know when you miss someone and then you're sad because of that, and then you cry, and then there's this other type of sadness where you're just sad, and if people ask you what's the reason, you can't really say what the reason is. But you're just sad. So yeah, that's how I was feeling 3 days of this week, but yesterday was a bit better. So what have I been doing in order to feel better? I've been not necessarily keeping myself busy, but yeah, I've been doing stuff. I feel like I'm always doing something, so the days seem long and short at the same time because I do so much in one day. By the time the day ends, it feels like the day was so short. Yeah, and wait, I'll show you. I have like 3 journals that I write into. This one is a question and answers throughout the whole year, so you get a question every day, so like this, and then this is like in year 2014, 2015, 16, 17, and then 18. It's for 5 years. I'm almost done with 4 years already with this, so I'll still have this for 1 year. So I always answer a question. I write in that, and then I have my personal journal, and here I used to write to nobody. I just wrote down what I thought, and recently I started to write to Paul. So since he left this world, I started to address my journals to him, because usually I just start writing, but now I address it to him. So it's like, hello Paul, dear Paul, or Queen Sun. So yeah, that's what I I do. I write all of my thoughts like without filter. Yeah, I also feel like I used to write in my diary and journal in a coded message because I was always, I don't know, I was scared, or not scared, but yeah, I was just thinking that, oh, what if somebody takes my diary or my journal and then starts reading it, and the person will know so much about me. I used to write in a hidden language that only I understood. Like if you would read it, you would think, wow, this guy's life is so boring, he doesn't do anything, but it always had a meaning. But then I came to the point, it's like, ugh, it's too difficult to write that way. And I realized I'm writing into these journals in order to express everything I feel without filter. You know, as you are with people, you always think about how will it affect the other person. Is it correct? Is it respectful enough? Can I say this? Can I not? Will this offend the person or not? So you always have these thoughts, and then you filter everything down, and then you don't end up saying what you wanted to say, which is okay because we don't always have to say everything we want to. But I feel like when it's things about your heart and your emotions and on the inside, I feel like you have to have a place where you can express it without having to think about others, where it's just simply about you, not in a selfish way, but just you trying to express everything that you feel. So that's what I do. I write it down here. I don't know how to explain this. I write it in a way that it's addressed to Paul, but it's as if I'm talking to myself. So it's basically me talking with myself, writing down my thoughts and responding to my thoughts. So I already, how do you call this? I write down my thoughts, my ideas, and I analyze them, and I sometimes even already write down the solution. So it's basically a talk with myself in this journal. And then I have another journal. For some of you may know, this is not really a journal. This is more a collection of letters, and some of you may know which book this is because I made a video about this before. And if you haven't, and if you're interested, then you can click on here and you can watch it. It's titled Dear Future Wife. So this is a book full of letters to my future wife, whoever she may be. For all those who are interested, I still don't know who she is. In these letters, I write, how do you call this? I open a door that leads deeper down into my heart. Not like the other one. Like in the journal, I write what is on top of my head, and yeah, some things that bother me in the moment or that I'm going through. And in this one, I really write things that are like in the depths of my heart. And with this one, I'm really making myself vulnerable in a way because I speak things out that I would not write down in my other journal or say to any of my friends and family. So I write it down in a way that it's not something that is finished and it's not clear to me yet. Things that I wish and want to receive an answer. So it's more of a two-way stream, you know, because like the other one, it's like a one-sided relationship. I know I won't receive the answers right away, but that's okay. So yeah, I can show you the first page because it was an open letter in the video, so everything that I wrote on the first page, it's also in the video, so it's okay if you find out, but the other pages are not for you. So yeah, it looks like this. So yeah, there you can read it. Dear future wife. And yeah, I write with this fancy, I call it always fancy pen, and it's almost empty, so I have to find a new one that writes nicely. And yeah, like I said, it's not for your eyes. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to share that what I'm doing. I mean, I have been doing that before the accident, but now I feel like it has become more serious. Like the way I write in them is more serious, and I feel like everything before that was kind of not pointless, but like childish things in a sense. Even though no, it's not really childish, but yeah, it just went up a level. Let's say it that way. That's for the first part, how I am doing and what I'm doing in order to heal properly. So let's move on to the second part of this video. Thing that I have been thinking about these past few days, not days, weeks already. First of all, I am thankful. The thing that happened with my storage, the files, the loss of my files, I am very thankful for YouTube, that I have become a YouTuber, that I upload my vlogs and travels. I could not be any more thankful for that, because even though I have a very vivid memory and imagination, so I can relive the travels that we had, like in Paris. I can recall the days that we were there. I can recall the certain smells and thoughts that I had. The people, well, actually I just met one person but yes, the time that we spent there, and the food, how it tasted, and everything in the place, I can recall. But of course, it's very nice to have pictures and the videos. You know, for the vlogs, I edit them so you don't really hear all the conversations. Sometimes I just mute it down and then I just put background music, so you just see a little bit of what we were doing there. But usually in those videos, when I film stuff, I'm talking with my siblings or my parents, or when I'm outside with friends, I talk with them while I'm filming. So even though let's say I'm filming a tree, it could be that we were talking about something. So sometimes when I watch those videos, it brings me back to that moment where we were in front of that tree and we were talking about a certain thing. And I'm not uploading that because of course it's not for all of you guys. But then I don't know, it's just like reliving a moment. It can be a very special one, or it can just be a regular day, but still have meaning. So yeah, I'm a bit sad that those files are gone, but I'm still very grateful for me being a YouTuber, because at least I have all of the finished edited videos. So even though the files were deleted, I can still watch my travels to Paris and London and New Jersey and New York and everything. And if you're interested, you can watch them as well. They're all linked down below, or I guess I will leave them here in the I section. Yeah, I'm very thankful for that. Another thing that I'm very thankful for these days especially is the support of a spiritual family. You already know I'm a family person, but spiritual family is people who are not your family necessarily biologically. Yeah, they have become and chosen to be your family, and the one thing that connects you is Jesus, is our faith in Jesus and our covenant to Him and our covenant to one another. Because I don't know who you are, all of you who are watching, but my spiritual family is very big. We have spiritual family in Germany, in Kenya, in the Philippines, Singapore, Canada, US, Korea. Yeah, that's basically like the main, so I was just so encouraged and thankful this week and last week, realizing how so many people are part of this huge spiritual family, and how everyone cares for each other. And yeah, we have a Facebook group chat and Viber chat with so many people in there. But it's just nice to know that you have an extended family. As you know, this is one of the struggles that my siblings and I have here in Germany. We're the only ones from our biological family, so sometimes we get sad and lonely. But yeah, I'm thankful that we have a spiritual family. And then the next thing that I'm thankful for is I am thankful for the internship job that I have. I'm working with great people, and they're also believers. So I can really tell that there's just love and understanding for one another, especially my boss is very caring, and I'm very thankful for that, because I can imagine if I worked in a, say, in a company, the boss and the company itself not believers. I believe, of course, that there are good people out there and they would also be understanding and considerate, but I don't think that they would be in the extent that they are now here where I'm doing my internship. So yeah, that's very nice. I feel like I can heal. Even though I'm still having those days where I'm just like super down and I don't understand why, it's getting better. It's getting better. Yeah, so third part of this video that I also have been thinking about. I'll try not to keep this video so long, because even though I know many people enjoy this video surprisingly, I don't want to take that much of your time. This last thing that I was thinking about is I have analyzed what I'm feeling. Of course, sadness, and you're still mourning and everything, but I noticed that what is weighing me down a little bit is not necessarily the fact that my cousin is no longer here, because I'm at peace, because yeah, what's not there to be at peace? I know where he is. I know that his life was well lived. Same goes for my aunt. So there's no reason. I mean, of course you're still sad and everything, but I mean, generally speaking, there's no reason to be sad. I feel like it's fine. That's the way it is, and yeah, I'm fine with that. But I realize that I'm really thinking it's like, what is the point of my life? I have prayed a lot and talked with God a lot about this, and he has always revealed to me what he wants in stages of my life, and he also showed me a goal or something that I should pursue in the long run, and that's what I'm doing. But how do you explain this? But sometimes I feel like I'm wasting so much time, and I'm feeling like I should be doing this and that, and I should have accomplished this already, like stuff like that. I mean, I guess it's normal, and maybe I'm just being too hard on myself, but I think it's also good because it brings things back into perspective, and also you have a reason to evaluate your performance, your decisions, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and everything. So in that sense, it is good. But yeah, I'm just thinking, because for all those who didn't know, I'm 24. I'm turning 25 this year, and I still have not finished my bachelor's degree, which is okay, you know. I'm not late with my studies, because with my studies I think I am in a good time frame. I just decided to take 1 whole year for experience. I added it. I don't know how to explain this, but it's a year where I can warum macht es diese komischen Geräusche make experiences in the working world or in another country. So I decided to do that before I write my bachelor's thesis. So with my studies and everything, I feel like, yeah, it's fine. But I'm also thinking now, asking God, you know, what comes next, because obviously I want to get married and have a family. I have to support my family financially. So, you know, I feel like this is also a first world problem, because I am thinking like, what kind of job do I want? And I feel like if I were in the Philippines, if I grew up there, I don't think that I would necessarily focus on what I want to do. I think I would be more focused on what pays the rent and comes close to what I enjoy to do. I don't know, maybe like that, because here in Germany we have so many options, I feel like, and I mean, we're not rich, but God has provided, and we have I would say we have a good life. We have a good life, even though the income of my whole family is not really high. God provides for us, and yeah, I mean, I could take any job basically just to earn money, but I want to have a job that goes well with my passion and my commitment and my faith. The last few years, I've been thinking about being like my own boss, because I realized that here in Germany, oftentimes people can't make it to Sunday service, to Bible studies, to prayer meetings, or just being more involved because of work, you know. I understand they have to work for their families, they have to earn money, but I said, it's up to everyone, it's everyone's own decision. But I, for myself, I don't want, I don't ever want work to clash with my priorities. I never want to, I don't want this to happen, that when I'm working, that it's like, oh, I can't make it to Sunday service. Oh, I can't make it to our gathering. Oh, I can't come to this event and this event because I have to work. You know, I just I don't like the idea of that. Yes, I understand we have to earn money, but to me, earning money is not a priority. It's not number one. And I feel like if I were to live to work, then my life would be meaningless. Honestly, I feel like then my life would be wasted, because imagine you're gonna work until you're, I don't know, 80, 90 years old, if you make it that far, and then you die. What have you accomplished? You've earned money. Wow, good for you. I mean, of course we have to earn money, and we have to keep and to leave a good inheritance for our children and our children's children. But I feel like I don't know, it's not a priority. I don't want the job to be like my, I don't know how to explain this. Maybe you understand me. So anyway, I've just been thinking about that, and what my next step should be in order to fulfill that. And it's quite difficult because I grew up in the church, and I know the calling in my life, and I know what God has in store for me. I mean, of course not everything, but certain parts have been revealed to me, and I am on board with that, and I have been holding on to that the longest. For all those who've known me for a while now, or have been here in the beginning of my YouTube channel, you know that my long-term goal is to have an orphanage slash boarding school, not only for orphans but for children, for babies, children, and young people who have been abandoned, who don't have a place to call home, people who have not experienced love. I want to create a place for those people, for those children and young people to experience love here on earth. And no matter what their background is, I want to create that space for them, you know, a place where which they can call home, be loved, have the right education, to be encouraged and shaped within their talents and giftings, for them to have a good and strong relationship with God. This is what I have received, and this is what I want to pursue. I'm definitely going to create a place where they can have that strong connection to God. And people who do not agree with that, then you don't have to come to the school. But yeah, I want that, because to be honest, whatever I've been going through in my life, that's the only constant in my life. My faith in Jesus Christ, in God, that's the only constant. That's the only thing that does not change, and that's the only thing that keeps me going. So I want to share that with these children and young people, and want to offer them something that they will remember of their childhood, their youth. It's a you know, making many memories and experiences, and then preparing them for their adult life, a good start into being an adult. I feel like many children are so talented and gifted, but they are never given the opportunity to have a good start. Many just end up living so much lower than their potential, and it's because they're not even given the chance. So I want to create that. Now I am thinking how to get there, because I decided to use YouTube because YouTube is I can use my giftings and talents and interests in making videos, editing them, and I wanted to use that to to start earning money a little bit. But that was not the main goal. It was also to use my giftings and talents, like I just said, and to also reach out to you guys, for people who may be sad or who are going through things, or I don't know, something, and I just wanted to place something good in your lives, even though we never meet. You just watch my videos, and I just want to spread. I don't want to spread positive vibrations or positive energy, like some say, only positive vibes only. I don't want to do that. I want to sow life in you. I want whatever you are going through, I want to be a person that plants seeds of life in your life, so that it's not just an emotion and wow, positive, blah blah blah. That's not what I want. I want you to have the life within you, so that even when you go through bad stuff, when all the positive vibes are gone, you can reach out inside of you and bring out that life, so that you will never stop and you will just keep on going on. So that's basically what I want you to do, and yeah, if I can earn money with YouTube, then why not? It's gonna be a good start and a good additional income for my long-term goals. So that's my last point, and I hope you are all doing well, and thank you again for all of those who watch these videos. I know I'm a super long talker, but yeah, if you get to know me, you'll know that I like to take time to get to know people and to have good long conversations. Thank you also on this part for all those who tune into the live streams on Instagram. They're very comforting and uplifting, so thank you for engaging. And I guess that's all for this part. So other than that, I wish you all a good morning, good afternoon, a good evening, wherever you may be. See you soon. Adios. Kumai.